Okay, we're going to see how to pack breakable, kind of difficult things like dishes. And here we've put one piece of bubble wrap with the small bubble in between each dish. And actually, on the last set of dishes we packed, we also put a piece of foam in addition to the bubble wrap. And I'll show you what I mean about that foam in a little bit. So each plate is separated from the other plate so there's no clinking at all. And now, this is my husband here. He is taping it nice and tight so nothing's moving and nothing can clink. And when he tapes the sides, it kind of bundles all of that bubble wrap together, adding extra protection on the edges. And notice that he has separated and grouped the dishes, of course, into stacks that go together so that they're nice and secure. They're all the same size as each other in each bundle. Okay, so by the way, that foam that you see, now when we've been packing dishes, we've been putting one piece of that foam plus a piece of the small bubble wrap in between each plate. And after you've made your bundle there, then you can use the big bubble wrap, 2 pieces of it, and 1 piece of foam. Completely wrap your bundle with it. And then you're going to tape that nice and tight. And tape again the sides, and see all that added padding that adds on the sides. Really, you want to, imagine once this is in the box, if the box is dropped like 10 feet, would your item survive? Okay, got to get some new tape here. And notice he's cutting it with a razor, because if you cut it with a scissors, your scissors are going to get all gummed up. Okay, we've got our bundle. So now in the box, he's cutting this box because you want to be aware of dimensional weight, and that's what UPS, FedEx, and the post office. Oh, there's our little angel barking in the background. Anyway, all the shippers have something called dimensional weight, and what that is they take the length of a package, so whatever the longest side is, on this one it's the height, and you add that to the girth, and in this case the girth would be the other 2 sides all the way around. Or what you do is you take the width and depth, add them together, and then double it. So all the way around the middle plus the longest side. The length once, the other 2 sides times 2. If those add up to 84 inches or less, it's a small package. If it exceeds 84 inches, they're going to charge you extra, calling it dimensional weight. So the next size is if it exceeds 108 inches length plus girth, then they charge even more. And this one was exceeding 108 inches length plus girth. So as you saw, he cut it all the way around and then pushed it down, making it a smaller box because we didn't need the extra space. And to give you an idea of what dimensional weight can cost you, an 84-inch box that's the length plus the girth is 84 inches or less, going to New York with FedEx, and it was a 6-pound box that we had, was going to cost $16. And that's to New York from California. When it was 85 inches, length plus girth, it was $33. So it can cost you $15 to $20 extra, depending on how far it's going, for that extra size that you might not need. So notice that he's using part where he cut the box, because FedEx does not like 2-part boxes. So we're covering up that cut in the middle so they don't have a problem with this, and it's just looking like a one-piece box here. We don't use that brown tape all over it because it's more expensive, and you need to black out any barcodes or labels on the box. Here's quality control coming in, making sure we're doing everything up to code. And this little ball of white fur is a good reason to use biodegradable packing peanuts when you use peanuts, in case your little furry friend gets a hold of one. The biodegradable ones are just cornstarch and will melt and not choke her. So you can see we're using a used box. If we had to buy this box, it probably would have cost about $20. So that saves us $20 by using a used box. But when you do, make sure you black out all labels on there. And notice that he taped, because it was a 2-part box, all the way around the top, going all the way around the box to make sure it doesn't come apart. And then FedEx requires that you do an H tape. That means you go down the center and then do each side, like he's doing one side right now. But he does that extra piece in the middle there, in the middle of the H, to pull the 2 sides nice and tight together. And when it's a 2-part box, he goes all the way around with that. And then you tuck in your corners. Okay, and now check the bottom of your box, and as you can see, the sides were not taped, so he's going to tape those. And notice how he pulls the tape really taut before he puts it on there, and that activates the tape. There's the extra piece in the center that he does. So when you pull the tape nice and tight like that, it activates it, and it makes it attach better and just work better. Okay, so once he put the bundles in the box, by the way, he had foam all in there, making sure there's at least 2 inches of padding on all sides. And that's it.